what is up guys, this is TheKungFuGuylL here, and today I have a martial arts talk for you. Today I'm going to talk about aerobic training and martial arts, and why is it so much crucial to practice or to do aerobic training to be better in martial arts. For those of you who doesn't know exactly what aerobic means and anaerobic means, it's simply, I'll say, they mean training, aerobic training, are when you're using oxygen as your source of energy, and anaerobic training is when you're not using oxygen as your source of energy. The difference is aerobic training comes when you're doing long training with low intensity, which means that you want to pace yourself, right? So you're in the same pace, your same heart rate, you're staying in the same conditions during the entire training. So if you want to example, it will be a slow run, like you run 50 to 60% of your maximum ability, which is not that much intense, and you can do that for 20, 30, even an hour, even more. But the point is that training isn't intense, your heart rate doesn't go high, and you also don't need that much rest afterwards in order to do it again. For example, if you're running today for 20 minutes, then maybe tomorrow you'll be able to run as well. It depends on your fitness abilities, right? But the point is, unlike anaerobic training, which they are training that you're doing high intensity training in low periods of time, those training doesn't use oxygen as a source of energy. Using something else. I'm not going to get into it. The point is, those training of the anaerobic training are when you need something quick and for a short period of time. And strong, of course. So if you want an example, a plyometric training, like jumping or doing some crazy things, also weight training and body weight training, all those that you're using fast momentums or you're using a heavy load in quick movements, those are anaerobic training, okay? And the two are going in together whenever you're doing any exercise. Like you never do just aerobic training, you never do just anaerobic training. They're always connected. You're always breathing and you're always using those source of energies that are inside your muscles. So, why is aerobic training is that crucial in martial arts? Well, I'll first tell you why some people think they are not crucial in martial arts. People think that, well, if I'm doing a fight, it's not a long time with low intensity. I'm not fighting him 30 minutes with jabbing him and punching him really, really light. I'm giving everything I have in every attack, and I'm always getting all of it into it, and there's only like 2 or 3 minutes of a fight, right? That's if you go to a sport fights, the sparring, when you're doing 3 minutes of sparring and then 1 minute of rest, and then 3 sets of those, right? Something like that. But the point that I want to make sure is to tell you why aerobic training is more crucial even than anaerobic training. Well, of course that anaerobic training is important, because when you're doing a kick and you're fighting like for 20 seconds, if you take a self-defense situation, you only have 20 seconds, and then either you're down or your opponent is down, because either you do something right or you do something wrong. Now, more than that, it's stupid to continue to fight. But still, if you are in those 20 seconds, you're most likely to use the anaerobic mechanism, because you're going all in, you're giving all you got for a really short period of time, and most of the time you don't really control your breathing, because your body isn't used to it. It's only 20 seconds. It doesn't have time to get used to the pace. Now, how does aerobic training help with that? Well, you need to understand that aerobic training is just the mechanism when you're using oxygen to get energy. Now, there is some things that happens when we're doing anaerobic training that are messing up with our bodies. That's why we cannot sprint more than 10 seconds, because that's only anaerobic training. When we have oxygen and we have time to breathe, we have more control, right? And we can do something for a long time. We can think. That's the most important thing. If you can think, you can do. If it's just up to 20 seconds of just getting crazy, that won't help. You need to think. Sometimes thinking will get you out of the box, right? Not just pressing on the walls. Now, how does aerobic training help? Training aerobics. Why? Why would you do that? Because when you are improving your aerobic mechanism, then you are able to take more oxygen and use it better. So even when you're doing anaerobic training, eventually you're going to breathe, right? If you're holding your breath for 10 seconds with just sprinting, when you don't really have time to breathe, then eventually you will have time to breathe because you take a rest, because you cannot continue forever. And then the aerobic mechanism and how good it is will improve you. So next time that you think, should I go to do some sprints or do some long walk or long run, then maybe you should learn to cooperate with those two, because it's really important to improve your aerobic mechanism, because that's the only way you'll recover faster from the training. You'll recover faster from each set. If it's, as I said, 3 minutes of sparring and then you have like 1 minute of rest, this 1 minute is decided by how good is your aerobic mechanism. Because if your aerobic mechanism is good, then you'll have quicker recovery. But if your aerobic mechanism is lacking, then you just continue to kill yourself, and eventually you either fall, you'll either injure yourself, or you'll just get out of breath and lose, depending on the situation, right? So I hope this video could help you learn this. That's the only point I want to make it. Do aerobic training, it's really important. Just jogging, like every day or once in 2 days, do at least 2 kilometers of run. Depending, of course, if you have injuries or something, then don't do it, and don't stress your body too much. But remember, it's crucial to also work on long training with low intensity. So until next time, train hard, train smart, do some cardio, and peace.